Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, the Hef, Def, back in the building. You already know. Quick review, because I just gotta get this off my chest, man. Now everybody watching AEW. And I'm happy. I'm happy and I'm proud. I started watching last year, around this time of the year. Last year, probably around the Owen Hart tournament started. And it was phenomenal when I started watching. It was just crazy. I was hooked. But I'm happy that a lot of people are watching, even though some of these dudes out here are doing reviews. They don't even know what the hell they talking about half the time. Like when they're reviewing the matches, they don't understand the history of the matches. They don't understand the rivalry, nothing. But still happy that AEW is getting more popular. It's the better wrestling show. I've been saying this ever since I started watching. Like, it's way better than WWE. It doesn't matter if more people watch WWE and WWE is making more money. Who's putting out the better product on television? AEW, hands down. And at the pay-per-views or PLEs, whatever you want to call them, they're also putting on the way better shows. Like, you just compare Double or Nothing to Saturday night's main event, it doesn't even compare. You compare Double or Nothing to Backlash, it doesn't compare. Now, let's get into it. The pre-show was awesome. I kind of forgot what happened throughout the pre-show, except for the Mick Foley part at the start. And then at the end with Darby Allin and MJF, that was really cool just to get that in the pre-show. And of course, it was in my backyard, New York. I should have went. I ain't buy the tickets. FOMO, whatever. Next time I'll get it. Because I'm from New York. I live here. Whatever. I should have gone. And that place was rocking. That place was lit. And in the pre-show, I forgot what other matches they had. I just know that they had Megan Bayne and her partner face these other girls, and that was a pretty entertaining match. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the Death Riders faced off against, was it Don Callis? Or the Conglomeration? Yeah, I think the Conglomeration. But all right, that's it for the pre-show. To start the show, they started it with Edge coming in, Adam Copeland. Of course, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, and his song was rocking. Best way to start the show immediately with that song. That song is so fire. And that whole match against FTR was awesome. Great way to start the show. A lot of good spots. The spot with the concrete cinder block on Christian's hand was crazy. The spiked bat, Phoenix coming in, Edge's wife, Copeland's wife coming in and helping, and then Stokely going through a table on fire. Oh, man. And Max Wheeler. And then just to end it all, they made them say I quit, and they're the new tag champs after not winning tag team championships for over 2 decades. And they're finally a team again, and they're getting a run with the belts. It's beautiful. Like, for their careers, personally, I mean, the AEW world title would have been cool for them, but personally, I feel like the tag titles have more meaning when it's on those guys right there. And it means a lot. It means more than the world singles title run for them, in my eyes. Because they're a legendary team. Edge and Christian, they're right there synonymous with the Dudleys, who just retired. The Hardys, who are probably on a phenomenal run right now, and they're probably getting ready to retire too. So yeah, congratulations to them. Now, next match, Okada versus Takeshita. Classic. Just classic. I haven't watched too many New Japan and IWGP matches, but if I were to watch them, I'm assuming the style is going to be something like this. Of course, I watch plenty of Japanese wrestlers. I've watched some Japanese matches and stuff like that. But point being, they just put on a wrestling clinic. To me, this was the best match of the night. Now, the Stadium Stampede was awesome too, and I personally feel like that can be best match of the night. But personally, I feel like the Okada Takeshita match was the best match of the night. It was just incredible, bro. And finally, we got a new international champion. I didn't want to see Okada lose it, but at the same time, I wanted to see Takeshita win it. And I wanted to see them kind of end their feud. But honestly, between me and you, I could watch them wrestle like 10 more matches against each other. Both of them dudes are like peak wrestling, bro. Both of them dudes always put on a show. Always. Okada has like a slow style. Of course, because he's older, that he works with, but he makes it look good. And then Takeshita is a little faster and hard hitting. But it was nice to see him win. Kyle Fletcher came back. I did not expect Kyle Fletcher to stab Takeshi in the back. So we're going to see what happens with that. He's probably out of the Don Callis family, so he's probably going to beef with the Don Callis family. I can't wait to see what happens next on that. Keep going. I can't remember the order of the matches, so if I mess up the order a little bit, forgive me. But what was the next one, bro? I got this right here. Let me move my fucking phone. If somebody watches this, thank you. If not, hey, whatever. People don't really watch my reviews. They really watch just my shorts with the toys and stuff. That's what I'm thinking of making a figure fed. We're gonna see what's up, man. Oh, Athena versus Mina Shirakawa. If there was any match that didn't need to be on the pay-per-view, it was probably this one. But it was pretty good. I like Athena, and I love Mina Shirakawa. Her entrance is awesome. Her presentation is awesome. And she always puts on good matches with whoever she's paired up with. Her chemistry with a lot of different wrestlers on the roster is really good. Mina can make anybody look good. So... keep going. Jon Moxley, Continental Championship against Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly beat him like 2 or 3 times already. So that's like his Achilles heel, almost his kryptonite. So Jon Moxley, that's kind of the story. Jon Moxley is going up against basically the guy that he can't beat. And he finally beat him, long story short. It was a pretty long match, a little boring. But this is the great thing about AEW. They try to include everything in one show. So there's something for everybody. So if you love technical wrestling, pretty much that's what this match was about. Just a slow technical wrestling match. Like, similar thing with the Okada match. But that's more that hard-hitting Japan style type of stuff. But if you like technical wrestling, excellent match for you right here, man. A little boring, but it was cool. And I wanted to see Jon Moxley win. Even though I wouldn't have mind seeing Kyle O'Reilly win, but that's not the right story to tell. So the right guy won. Will Ospreay was Samoa Joe. I can't say much else. Great match. Will Ospreay is a beast. Will Ospreay is basically like the young star. I mean, Kyle Fletcher is like the proto star and the young rising star, but Will Ospreay is basically the star of now. Like right now, their real stars, of course, MJF and Darby Allin, but Will Ospreay is right there in the same company with those guys and Adam Page. And Samoa Joe, I don't need to say much about Samoa Joe. I was watching him since he was in ROH, TNA. Joe is just Joe. And he was getting crazy love from the New York crowd. I love that. I was like, yes, my son Joe getting crazy love. Everybody's chanting Joe. Like, but yeah, he took that L to Will Ospreay, which he needs to, so Will Ospreay could keep moving on in the Owen Cup. Last year, I was watching the Owen Hart thing when Adam Page won. I really thought Will Ospreay was going to win, and they swerved us with Adam Page winning, and then him telling his story, and his story was amazing, even better than Cody Rhodes' story. But now it's Will Ospreay's time, and now it's time to tell his story. And it was so disappointing when he lost last year. But that loss last year and his neck getting broken and all that stuff is just the build-up for now, for when he's going to become champ now and win the tournament now. They made me a killer, bruv. Oh, they made me a fucking killer, bro. You hear him? Hey, on the guidance of Jon Moxley, he's only going straight to the top, man. All right, next. Yeah, they would also, by the way, they were basically paying homage to AJ Styles because you know Will Ospreay is damn near like the modern day AJ Styles. Him and Leon Slater, like, and guys like Javon Evans, they're pretty much very inspired by AJ Styles. So. And Samoa Joe, there's almost no other wrestlers that's worked more with AJ Styles than Samoa Joe. Like, so to move on, because I went a little too long on that. Swerve Strickland, Bandito. This match had a little bit of everything. It just kept you on the edge of your seat. But you know, Swerve Strickland won, and he's on a tear right now. He's pretty much a heel now, so he's on a badass run, and he's just destroying anything in his way. Like, keep going. The 4-way women's match. This was actually a pretty decent match, and I like Hikaru Shida, like on the mic and stuff like that. The way she be acting is very funny. Like, and her kind of stabbing Chris Statlander in the back. Finally, we got that payoff we was looking for. Of course, Tekla retaining was the right choice and the right winner. Even though I wouldn't have mind seeing any of the other ladies win. I don't really know too much about her Kurashida, but I've been watching her on Collision recently and all that type of stuff. And she's an ex-champion, so they could put the belt on her again. Of course, I love Jamie Hayter. I like Krista Atlanta too, and I like Tekla, but I love Jamie Hayter. She's such a great wrestler. She's good in ring, and she's so gorgeous. But she would have been fine to put the belt on, but they're going to keep going with Tekla, and Tekla has been doing incredible, just great with the title. She's just been great with the title. I'm assuming that the next champ is probably going to be a face, so Mercedes Moné could take it off him, or they're going to make Mercedes Moné a face eventually when she comes back, and she's going to be the one to dethrone Tekla. But we'll see what happens. Or maybe when Toni Storm comes back, maybe she can dethrone her. We'll see. But the right person won. Pretty entertaining match. I like the storylines that they were building on this one a lot. Just moving on. But yeah, she also, just flowers to Tekla, by the way. She has been just great for the women's division, bro. She's basically just been carrying the women's division on her back by herself, and she's been making these other girls kind of look good. Yeah, they've been losing to her, but she's been giving a lot of the women on the roster something to do. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. So, Team Jericho versus Team Ricochet Stadium Stampede. This match was so fun. To me, the Okada match was the best match of the night, but this one had me like really not sure, man, because this match was so awesome. Yes, the main event was epic too, but Stadium Stampede, it was so fun watching this match. I had so much fun watching this match. Like, I literally felt like a little kid watching this match, bro. Because, bro, matches like this, and sometimes some of the funny stuff, is exactly why I love wrestling. Like, yeah, the storylines and the bleeding and the hardcore stuff is also part of that, and the technical stuff, and I love wrestling for that too, but I also like some of the campy stuff. It's just when you go overboard or do it too much is when it's corny, but when you have a right balance, which that's what this show was, Double or Nothing, just a great balance of just everything you can imagine when it comes to wrestling. You always need fun stuff, and this match was so fun. Chris Jericho did his thing. All the Don Callis family members did their thing. The Hurt Business guys, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. Listen, the little preview videos before the match were awesome. With Kenny Omega coughing up with the with the cigar and all that, man. It was phenomenal. It was fire. This match was so awesome, man. And Toa Leota and Bobby Lashley shined so much in this match, bro. They just did a lot of spots. They were throwing dudes left and right everywhere. It was just awesome, man. And everybody got their little spotlight in this match. Even this dude, Leo Rush, Blackheart. I was so happy when I seen his fucking cameo. I was like, oh my God. They did it at the perfect time. And then Bobby Lashley's face, his face was priceless, bro. He's like, what the hell? All right, but yeah, awesome match. I hope they keep doing more of these. Bro, AEW just knows what they're doing, man. They know how to cook, man. They know how to cook, bro. All right. WWE is giving y'all cereal with milk. Listen, AEW is giving y'all filet mignon. Like, don't question me. Question your father. All right. And last but not least, Darby Allin versus MJF. As much as I like MJF, and it was awesome that he won, I wanted Darby Allin to retain. I was loving the run that Darby Allin was on. He was a real fighting champion. He looked like a real fighting champion every show he was fighting. Dynamite, Collision, specials, pay-per-views, he was fighting. And he only held it for about a month. And then when he had MJF job out to him, that's when I kind of found it a little funny. That was the only thing. I did want to see his championship reign, but I knew it wasn't going to be a long reign. And I knew he was eventually probably going to lose to MJF because MJF had the job out to him. And they made MJF look a little weak there, but they just wanted to get the belt on Darby fast that night and surprise people. But you can't keep him looking weak like that. So I knew they were going to eventually make him look strong. Great match. Darby Allin gave it all he had. The story was similar to the Roman and Punk story, even though the Roman and Punk story was more of like Punk being old. But point being is the similarity between both stories is basically the champion just ran out of gas. He just ran out of gas. He was fighting so much and such a fighting champion that your body gave out on you. Like Like, and that was the story with this one. Same thing with the Punk and Roman. Well, at least that's a similarity in the stories. Just to go back into the Darby Allin MJF thing, great match. The table spot was amazing. All the head games that MJF was playing with Darby Allin. Not too much technical wrestling, but still a decent amount of it. Just nice spread of everything. And man, MJF has been on a legendary run too, because when he won the title before Darby Allin won it, he was on a great run as well. When he was defending it against Brody King, Kevin Knight, and a couple other guys. He definitely did a good job with that too. So I can't wait to see what this run is going to be about, because I know it's going to be even more epic. Like, and then chef's kiss. Kevin Knight comes out. You think Kevin Knight just going to help Darby to the back? Nah. Once he got on that top rope, I'm like, wait, hold up. And then he jumped right on Darby. Now Darby got an opponent, his next opponent, or next guy to look for revenge on. And we're going to be wondering what's going on with Kevin Knight. What's in his head? What's going through his head? Why he doing this? Swerve Strickland did tell him to be a killer, and he's going to be a killer. And I knew that eventually it would have been a good look for him to either join the Hurt Business or for him to just team up with Swerve Strickland and for them to just be two badasses, and basically him being like Swerve Strickland's student. Like, because you can see it. Like, that's a great pairing. Like, so we're going to see what happens. I can't wait. And I want to see what Mike Bailey says, because I like Mike Bailey too. His clean-cut image, he's probably not going to want nothing to do with Kevin Knight no more. We're going to see. I ain't expect this video to be this long, but God bless. Thank you. Love y'all. Man, that was Double or Nothing, my Double or Nothing review. I'm going to start trying to review more AEW shows, because I be trying to review WWE, but nobody watches my WWE videos. But regardless, I'm more into AEW now, so... And I'm not just saying that because everybody's saying it now. Nah, I started watching last year, around this time of the year, Double or Nothing, the Owen Hart tournament, around this time, Revolution last year, like, and I watched the whole Adam Page story go by, everything, bro. It was awesome. So, yeah, Double or Nothing was fire. Best pay-per-view of the year, even though AEW put a couple classics together too. Revolution was awesome, and the joint that was before Revolution was also fire too. I can't remember. OD fire. But yeah, that's the review. AEW Double or Nothing. Man, y'all have a good day. Love y'all. One.